Let's go to the NBA Market Watch. We've had some sparklers, right? Couple of Roman candles, no true skyrockets, you know, the ones that light up the sky. But we could see that with Damian Lillard looking to move on from Portland and James Harden's time in Philly apparently winding down. You could say, Adrian Wojnarowski, that they're both wanting their own Independence Day. You'd say that if you said cringy things like I do. Here is Woj joining us here in studio. I mean, I'm going to ask you the same question until something materializes. Where do we currently sit with Damian Lillard?
We could be doing this till Labor Day. No, Damian Lillard wants to be in Miami. Portland looks at what Miami has to offer them in a trade. Draft picks, young players, assets. It doesn't enthrall them. And so what is incumbent on Portland now is to go out in the marketplace and find someone who will offer them more. And that's what they're trying to do right now. They see a player of Damian Lillard's stature, all-NBA player, 32 years old, and they look at what the Nets got for Kevin Durant. They look at Rudy Gobert in Minnesota and see those kinds of returns. That's what they imagine for Damian Lillard. But this is a different day, new collective bargaining agreement in place. You know, it's going to take some time for this marketplace to develop and to get a real sense of what is available to them out there. But they're certainly in no rush to go do a deal with Miami. They would need a third team to take on Tyler Hero. I think it's just going to take time.
This feels a lot like, on the NFL side, Aaron Rodgers and saying he wanted to be a Jet, but the Packers not being compelled to move very, very quickly. And it took some time, but eventually something got done. On the other side, James Harden, we just talked a little earlier about that. Where are we with him and his potential future in Philly?
Yeah, James Harden was out at a party in the Hamptons, Michael Rubin's party yesterday. That included Joel Embiid. That included Josh Harris, the owner of the Sixers. And so there was conversation going on there. If it was up to the Sixers, they would get James Harden enthusiastic about playing next season with the Sixers. He opted into that $35.5 million contract for next year, but under the guise of let's work together to find a trade. The Sixers have been talking to teams about trades for James Harden. Their asking price is really high. It feels a lot like where they were with Ben Simmons 2 years ago, Daryl Morey, asking for significant deals for that player and buying time to see if he could get him back in the fold in Philly. He's got a different relationship with James Harden, a lot more history, but I think James Harden had come to Philly, expected the kind of long-term big money deal that was going to be available to him in Brooklyn before he asked for the trade to the Sixers. There's a lot of work that's got to be done with Harden before he's really enthusiastic about a return there. But there's certainly teams interested in James Harden. The Los Angeles Clippers, do they have enough for the Sixers to make a trade for Harden and feel like they haven't really diminished themselves as they're trying to have a championship team around Joel Embiid?
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.